Hello, so it has been about 1 month since this iPhone 12 Pro Max was delivered to my doorstep, and I have been using it every day since. So today is going to be a follow-up to the review I posted a few weeks ago. So my thoughts about the iPhone 12 Pro Max 1 month later. I first wanted to talk about charging because, as you know, one of the more controversial things about the iPhone 12 series is that it no longer comes with a charging brick. So before, the iPhones used to come with this little 5-watt charger. Last year's iPhones came with this 20-watt charger, but iPhone 12s, they don't come with a charger. And at first I thought, you know what, that's not that big of a deal because I have a bunch of these lying around. However, bigger phone means longer battery life, but also a bigger battery to charge. And these just weren't cutting it anymore. That is where Anker comes in. So Anker, if you're not familiar, they are one of the leading companies in charging technology. So they have charging cables, charging bricks, power banks. They pretty much have everything you need to charge any device that you might have. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that I love Anker's product, especially their charging cables. I think they're well made, they're sturdy, and they last so much longer than the original Apple version. So they have kindly sponsored today's video and sent over the fast charging essentials for your new phone. So if you want to see what's inside, keep watching. In this box are your new phone's fast charging essentials from Anker. So this is the new ankernano. It is tiny but incredibly powerful. This is supposed to charge your phone 3 times faster than your old 5-watt Apple charger, which if you are an Apple user already, you're probably familiar with this and you probably have a ton of these lying around. This guy is only a 5-watt charger versus the ankernano, which is actually a 20-watt charger, but they're in virtually the same packaging. Also, you might have noticed that the 5-watt charger that you may have lying around in your house right now is not even compatible with the chargers that they have shipped out with the new iPhones. Whereas the ankernano is already equipped with USB-C, so it will work perfectly with those new cables that you have out of the box. The ankernano is so compact and lightweight. This will be perfect for traveling or just throwing in your bag when you're on the go. You can't buy this entire set from Anker, but you can buy them individually on Amazon or through their website. If you have multiple devices, they also have this charging brick, which is actually a 60-watt charging brick. It has 2 USB-C ports, which is great because you can use one, let's say, for your new MagSafe charger, and the other one just for your regular USB-C to USB-C or even USB-C to Lightning. Anker also sent over a couple of their cables, and this one is the USB-C to Lightning. This cable is braided, as you can see, and it feels very nice and sturdy. You guys know I love a long cable, so this looks like it's probably a 6-foot cable, which is perfect if you are just like perusing some content on your phone while in bed. They also have the USB-C to USB-C, which is great. You can use this to charge up an iPad Pro or even, a MacBook. One last thing, and it is a European outlet adapter. So eventually, hopefully, we'll all be able to travel the world again. So this will be really handy with this charging brick because you can actually switch this out if you plan on traveling. So here's another look at the ankernano versus the Apple 5-watt charger. Again, the ankernano will charge your phone 3 times faster than this guy. So in 30 minutes, you can get a 53% charge using the 20-watt ankernano and only 17% with your 5-watt Apple charger. So these are both 20-watt chargers. This one's from Apple and this is the ankernano. As you can see, quite a bit of a size difference. So the ankernano is definitely much more portable. So like I said, longer battery life, but bigger battery that takes forever to charge using the Apple 5-watt chargers. And if you want to use the USB-C cable straight out of the box, obviously this is not compatible. So I'm so excited about the ankernano. It's small, it's compact, it's powerful, and this will work with the other iPhone 12 accessories, including the new MagSafe charger from Apple. So they released this MagSafe charger with the iPhone 12 series, and lo and behold, it does come with USB-C, which will fit perfectly into your Anker Nano. Also, because the Anker Nano is a 20-watt charger, it's going to work for all of my other devices, including my iPad Pro and even my AirPods. If you need a fast, compact USB-C charger in your life, I will link this below so you can check out where to find it. If you like to charge multiple devices, this one might be for you. So you can plug in your MagSafe charger here and then a USB-C to Lightning cable for your AirPods or your iPad. And conveniently enough, it comes with an adapter so that when you're traveling, you can just bring this one charger with you. Again, I want to thank Anker for sponsoring this portion of the video, and I will have a bunch of links below if you want to check out more of their products. So in relation to charging, I mentioned it already, but the MagSafe charger from Apple is great. You know, it's not quite perfect. I feel like the cord could definitely be longer. Like I said, I do like quite a lengthy cord. And also there are not a lot of MagSafe compatible cases yet on the market. And even though there's a lot of cases that say that you can still charge through their case, even if it's not MagSafe compatible per se, definitely will magnetize through the case. However, I don't think it's strong enough for a strong hold, and it often like falls off. But if you do have a MagSafe compatible case, like the one you can get from Apple, it attaches perfectly and it's incredibly strong. It might just be because this is the Max version, but with non-MagSafe wireless chargers, I find myself just having to maneuver the phone at exactly the right spot. It might just be because I was so used to the XS and that size, and I knew exactly how to drop the phone on the charger to get it to wirelessly charge. But this one is a little bit more finicky. So I love the MagSafe charger because it just lays perfectly where it's supposed to be all the time. So speaking of accessories, it has been 1 month later and I still haven't found that many great cases with the MagSafe compatibility. So I did just go with the Apple silicone case. Originally, I was going to go for the leather case. However, Apple put out this disclaimer saying that if you're using the MagSafe charger, it will leave a ring on the back of your phone if you have the leather case. And I'm just not about that aesthetic. So I did go with the silicone and I went with the color Kumquat, and it's great. I think it matches the Pacific blue beautifully. And like I said, the MagSafe feature compatibility is great. I was also looking for a MagSafe compatible car mount that was not a vent mount, but I realized I didn't need that because I discovered that the magnets on the back of the case actually mount to my current magnetic mount perfectly, even though it's not technically a MagSafe compatible mount. The battery life is definitely much improved from my XS. I can get through pretty much a whole day on a single charge. The last thing I want to talk about quickly are kind of my hacks on how I manage the bigger phone. It was one of the questions I got most about this phone, especially coming from the smaller XS, is how I've been dealing with a bigger phone. Have I dropped it yet? And how do I configure my home screen or my phone to best suit me? One of the major difficulties with me and the bigger phone is that I can't quite reach the control center to swipe down if I need to access it. However, with iOS 14, they have a couple of new accessibility features where if you tap twice or 3 times on the back of your phone, you can trigger an action. So I figured out that you have to pretty much tap right at the center of the phone. The best thing about the Apple silicone case is actually because the Apple cutout here is just a bit of a different texture. So I pretty much know exactly where the middle of the case is just by kind of feeling around the back of the phone. So if I tap twice, I have it so that it actually brings down my control center. And then if I tap 3 times, it will actually bring down Spotlight, which allows me just to search for whatever app or setting that I need. Like I said, you can set those back taps to do absolutely anything. You just find it in the accessibility tab in your settings. But I chose those specific functions because they are what I reach for the most, and they just happen to be accessible only at the top of the screen. I also did enable the reachability feature, which is when you swipe down on the bottom of the screen, it kind of brings everything down. However, I don't use that feature as much as I use the back taps. Anyway, so that is my little update on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I've been loving the phone. I've been really enjoying the combination of iOS 14 and the new iPhone 12 Pro series. And I'm also really excited about the new Anker fast charging essentials. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions for me, you can leave them in the comments below. And again, if you're interested in the Anker products, I will leave a bunch of links in the description box. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.